Methods for defeating the law of karma and reincarnation. Most people living on the planet Earth today have lived here for a long time in other bodies. In a way of speaking, everyone here lives physically forever because they keep coming back over and over. But because most people do not understand that life is continuous, they feel the present life is special and that they are new creations, and they probably also feel that death is the end. And so they want to cram all the fun they can into the present life. Such an attitude essentially guarantees future lives here on Earth. Publicized methods. The Buddhist lamas make no secret that the life of a high lama is continuous. When a lama dies, everyone knows that he will be reincarnated somewhere. Because people on the right-hand path do not wish to go against God, the incarnation is left up to him, and so could be in any family, anywhere on the earth. The students of the departed master do various rituals and consult oracles to guess where the young child, who was and still is their master and guide, has been reborn. Then they test the candidate by spreading out before the child an assortment of trinkets, some of which were the favorite things of the departed lama. When the right child is found, he invariably picks the special things which he remembers from his past life. He is then taken back to the monastery where he is raised and cared for until, as an adult, he continues his duties as a high lama. Other methods. There are techniques given in witchcraft training books for guaranteeing that the next incarnation will be human and that it will be a good life. Essentially, all groups which study the mysteries know of some technique that they use to keep continuity between lifetimes. Only the ordinary ignorant masses are totally at the mercy of the law of karma and reincarnation. Members of the right-hand path under the hierarchy of the spiritual masters are not subject to the law of karma and reincarnation because the law is part of the negative hierarchy. The spiritual master alone determines the future of his students. Secret methods. Tyrants and dictators who kill millions of people in their quest for power and glory do not qualify, under the law of karma and reincarnation, to receive another human body. They would normally be sent back as some lower form, dog, etc. Clearly, these wealthy evil masters do not want to be a dog or a cat or whatever. They want to continue to be human, and they want to avoid being judged by the angels of death who come for the ordinary man and take him away to face judgment. With their gold and power and influence, they spend a good part of their energy on the goal of everlasting physical life in a human form, regardless of how seriously they have transgressed the laws of God or how many innocent people they have killed and tortured to get to the position of power they are in. Enter the steal a new body machine. We call it this for want of a better word, and it is an electromagnetic device that creates the illusion of a separate universe, unified field, in which things can be tailored to the wishes of the elite. Consequently, when a crooked politician ages and is near death, he goes to the secret underground center where this equipment is set up. In the artificially created universe are only three things: the old man, a freshly pregnant girl, and the unborn child of the girl, which, because she is freshly pregnant, does not yet have a soul. The law of karma, which is mechanical in nature, searches for the appropriate candidate for the reincarnation of the old man. If he would have died in the open, this would likely be a dog, cat, rat, etc., to reward him for his life of evil. However, the only possible candidate is the freshly pregnant girl's unborn child, because the special fields generated by the Steal a New Body machine have tricked Mother Nature into believing that the universe contains only the man, girl, and unborn child. The man is not available because his body is now dead. The girl already has a soul, and so the only choice Mother Nature can find in this fake universe is the unborn child, and therefore, the crooked politician gets that body. At about the age of 5, teams of psychologists work with this child, using chemicals like L-25, to break down the natural barriers that prevent him from knowing his past life. Once the waking up process, that's what they call it, has been completed, the dictator, in his fresh new body, picks up all his gold from his past life, which has been kept waiting for him by his brothers in the Illuminati, and continues on his way. The process is reported to have reached complete perfection in the 1960s and is said to be now 100% efficient with no losses at all. If you get the feeling, when you watch government people, that they are very arrogant, this is one of the reasons why. They physically live forever and their personal wealth consistently increases with time. For politicians who do not like the waiting period, and apparently most do not, there is an alternate steal a new body method. This method was developed by accident after repeated failures by Nikola Tesla to perfect a Star Trek-style transporter. Tesla was able to transport non-living things, but living creatures always turned up dead at the other end. Eventually, occult advisors suggested that living things were dying in transport because only the physical part of the life form was being moved. The other four parts, the astral, causal, and mental bodies, as well as the soul, were not being transported and remained at the origin point. Tesla did not solve this problem, but the broken transporter and the occult explanation gave rise to a new use for this failed invention. It could be used to transfer from one body to another. In this process, two people, one who needs a new physical body and one who is going to be screwed over, are put into the transporter. The transporter dematerializes the physical bodies and rematerializes in reverse positions. The astral and other bodies do not move. No one dies, because this time there is a support matrix, astral, etc., in place at the materialization position, but it is from the other person. This is essentially backwards from classic possession, where an adept separates his astral body and moves it to look for a stationary, physical body to take over. Here it is the physical body that is moved by the machine, and the astral one is stationary. The advantage is, of course, that you do not have to be any kind of adept to use this method. You just need the machine, top secret, of course. Getting a new body this way is described as just as easy as stepping into a telephone booth. The advantage is that you pick out a new young body which is fully grown and ready to go. The disadvantage is that some sucker is going to have his young life cut short, so you can extend yours. However, killing people has never been a big moral concern for governments and their bigwigs.